quit that now. All right, guys. Welcome to tonight. We're in a whole new location. We're right here in Jory's living room while Amy and I are headed from Preston, Idaho, where we've been with our good friends at Bracken Machine and going over some of our manufacturing and new parts that we're working on and maybe even some new R&D. So headed to Sand Hollow. I think we told you guys last week we weren't going back to Texas because back to Texas meant
a lot of miles.
Taking that time to spend a little bit of time with family, a little bit, and come here and spend some time with Jory and his wife, and went around Salt Lake, the Valley, met a lot of the great shops and people around here. So it's been a good week. So
good trip. That's
our update, but excited to be back in Sand Hollow tomorrow, one of my favorite places. We'll be setting up our booth. We'll have a booth set up all week. Our good friends, Chris from Off-Road Shenanigans, they're bringing their entire shop basically, and they're going to set up a booth close to us. So if you guys want to come on out and have some parts installed, good time to do it. Come hang with us, play a little bit at Sand Hollow. We can get you the parts and Chris can do the installs for you. So hit me up if that's something you guys want to do. Otherwise, that's pretty much our biggest update. I'm sure we'll have lots of updates after we have a great weekend with all the fun that's coming at Sand Hollow.
There's going to be some destruction. Hopefully we witness more than happen, but
yeah, you know what? We're going to go have some fun and we'll see what happens, right? None of it's planned. We just see where it goes. Yep. But I will have my revised Universal Buster brace that hopefully before the end of the week, but I can start showing you guys at the booth, and we'll also go out with one set and do some more testing on the 43-inch tires. So excited about that. That'll be something we're doing this week, and a lot of things coming up. But like we promised last week, we unveiled the new steering options, and sometimes it makes perfect sense in my head, but not necessarily to everybody else. So I figured this would be a great opportunity for us to not only have an avenue for you to ask additional questions in case I don't get it all, figured out to you guys, but, I'll have it there if you need to refer back to it, and hopefully this answers the question. So with that, Justin, he running the back office and the website and all that, has done a great job to redo the website. We're going to go ahead and pull up so you guys can see kind of what he's done, well, at least on this section of it, for the steering rack upgrade. So as you can see right now, it's going to pop up. It's going to give you the $3,230 option, which is the complete package. And when you read down and scroll down below, it'll go into detail. It gives kind of a checklist of everything that includes. So there's no question there. But just to summarize it, guys, the biggest thing is the severe duty steering rack, which is a Ford Performance part. And then BroncBuster, we put the BroncBuster bushing, the Bronc bushing on it. We put the stage 3 billet aluminum housing, and then we fully program it, plug and play, ready to go into any Bronco. So
what makes the difference? What's the benefit of this one, Tyler?
Here's the difference. And thank you, Jory, because that's what we need to talk about. The difference is if we want to now page over to just the severe duty steering rack, we can scroll options. But in a nutshell, the rack was released to be accessible for Sasquatch. Basically, all models from on up to Badlands,
first edition,
all those. It's available for in the programming if it's a Sasquatch package or if it or if it's a Wild Track. Those are conditions for it to be able to be sent to you. Tool. So if you're programming it yourself with the ProCal tool that's provided performance, it'll only work for that. Now, Jory asked me why.
Why is that, Tyler?
So I had a great conversation with one of my contacts at Ford Performance that is, does a lot of the work and the programming. And it really comes down to, I think the abbreviation is FMCSA, a lot of safety, and there are so many features. If you guys didn't know this, there are 7 variations of steering racks with all different kinds of programming and electronics per vehicle. So for them to roll this out now and have a option for you guys that'll work on every vehicle and be one part, this is the only thing they could provide now. And it doesn't mean it won't change in the future, but it also doesn't mean that it's going to happen anytime soon, is how I understand it. So that's why we give 2 options, because we want to have an option for everybody. In my opinion, the severe duty steering rack is a great product, but it still lacks if you're going to be putting those bigger tires. I mean, yes, it gives you the extra power, but as soon as you have lift, change in geometry, all the same problems exist on the other stock rack still exist. It just maybe takes a little bit more to get there, but you also have 30% more power to turn into a rock and possibly break those points. So I recommend it coming, the BroncBuster Extreme package, because it comes with all those parts already integrated, fully programmed, plug and play, and
most important, fully warranty.
Lifetime warranty. Now that's a structural warranty. We can't warranty the inner components from Ford. That doesn't come with a lifetime warranty, but for the lifetime of the rack that the person that bought that, it'll be registered to you. And if any part of that housing breaks, then it's warranted. Oh, shoot. Okay. I hope we didn't blink out there, but having a few internet problems. Anyways, why is that important? Well, we want you guys to be assured that, okay, have we solved the problems with the parts that we put on it? 100%. If I can't break it with 43-inch stickies and especially what we encountered last week,
high speeds, and multiple different things.
Yeah, multiple different things. I'm not breaking it. You're not breaking it.
Yeah.
But if you do,
I'd like to meet the person who can break it.
Yeah, me too. We'll shake your hand and give you a new rack. How's that? So this is the best value out there. However, there is the budget option. The budget option is still the Ford Performance severe duty steering rack. If you already have a ProCal tool, then you're out the door, $1,000 plus shipping, just under $1,000, and it's a great value. It's a great starting point, right? Maybe you don't plan on doing much off-roading yet, but you want to work towards that. Okay, go this route. You will need either a ProCal tool, already have a ProCal tool, or you'll need to purchase a ProCal tool with that. We do have the best prices on the ProCal tools also. Haven't been able to find any out there that are less than ours. And guys, I forgot to kind of really highlight this last week, or maybe I did, but not well enough because I had people asking me about it. We have a special promo code last week that we're extending through this week, and that is performance. So not only is this steering rack and all these components a way better price than you can find anywhere else, but through this week, we are offering a 5% additional discount on checkout. Use the promo code performance. So, all right. Now with that, before I move on to any other subjects, because I do want to talk about other products that we have listed on the website now.
Amy, get in here.
Gearing.
Oh, no, Amy, get in here right now.
We're going to make Amy squeeze in with us here. Nobody wants to look at our ugly mugs.
Yeah,
so.
We need some actual appeal to this video, Tyler.
So
I don't think my mustache is cut at these days.
Anyway, so if you guys, before we talk about gears though, what other questions? Have I answered everything on the steering? If not, please let me know. I'd love to make sure answer for you guys, because I'm sure other people coming on here to watch it later want to know as well. So hopefully that made sense. And we can jump back to it if nobody's going to have any other questions. So having said that, let's move on to the front drive unit, M210, and what's offered through Ford Performance. This here is, you have, starting with, this is a 4-4-6 gear ratio. So very similar to what you can already get through Ford as a replacement. But this one here, my understanding is slightly beefed up. Now, as we go from 4-4-6 and we click on the 4-7, that stays the same price. But when you get over to the 513, this is where things change. It's not the same as the Dana, the Ultimate 44. Of course, that comes 32 spline. This is still 29 spline and still has the one weakness, which is the tube. The advantage to this is you can still put our differential tube on it, which will reinforce it. We will in the future start offering that as a completely built package to send out, just not quite yet. But with the tube, then you've got the option of having all the way up to 538 gears and keep your 29 spline. So a lot of people have said, hey, I'd like to have, I'd like to have the ability to keep running my RCVs, 29 spline. In fact, Bird Dog, we got Bird Dog over Off-Road Adventures. This is one that he just purchased this week because that's what he wants. He wants to keep his 29 spline. This is that option. And he already has the tube. He had purchased that before. So now he can pull the tube off his other differential and put into this differential with the lower gear set. So the other question that came about this last week, and so Justin, go ahead and take it to the page with the ring and pinions. Yeah, right there to the side. You can buy ring and pinion 4.7, 513, 538. These will not fit in your stock M210. I've been told that these are only, the fitment on these are going to be the Ford Performance. There are some differences in that. Advantages there are as this now becomes a serviceable unit, whereas the stock M210 is non-serviceable. Let's see, gears, mechanical. I mean, we still have all the options through Dana Spicer, well, actually, let's scroll down here. While we're still on Ford Performance, we do also can offer you a rear M220 rear axle, the entire assembly with electronic locker at a really good price. So those are ready to ship out. If you're looking for a really good value set of half shafts, the M210 half shafts from Ford Performance are beefier than the stock ones at a really good value. So that's a good value add if you guys are looking to go that way. We can offer you now the rear differential covers. We've got the rear end ring and pinion installation kit, which that'll be needed if you're going to re-gear the back. You'll need that with your also M20 rear ring and pinion, I guess, depending on what gear set you're going to. So we'll use an example here. I get a lot of customers say they have 446 in the rear. And then they have the just M190, so the kind of cheaper, front drive unit, and they want to upgrade. Well, now you have to upgrade your front drive unit to the Ford Performance FDU, and you could keep it at 446 for just a little under $2,000 for that unit. Which now you got front locker. There is an additional part number for that wiring harness. What's that? Oh, yeah. So anyway, so with that, we can have lots of options of you being able to then take the front, re-gear the front, and match the rear gear set. So let's say you want to put the front or rear to 470. Well, now you can get that all through us and upgrade your front drive unit to 4.7. If you want to go to the 32 spline, the Ultimate 44, we have all of those options. So we basically have every option you might need, and don't forget portals. Some big announcements coming up there in the near future, but stay tuned on that. Anyways, that's the biggest thing on gears. So let's open it up to you guys for some questions. We'd love to hear from you. We got let's see, Ron on here tonight. We got Off-Road Shenanigans, which I know they're traveling out here with us to Sand Hollow, and Tattooed Squirrel, how's it going? Mark Borgman, Lifted Bronco, Dog Overland. Great to have you guys all on and supporting the show again tonight. We had a lot more exciting stuff last week, but again, the reason why we wanted to do one this week was all of the questions, mainly on the steering, that we could hash out. Jory, how about you? You got anything
I'm
that
just
I've
very,
missed?
very excited for this weekend. I think you're not bringing up how awesome this weekend's going to be, Tyler.
Well, yeah, it's going to be awesome. I mean, we got to go play.
Yeah, we're going to go play. Guys, this is going to be what we have going on right now is absolutely amazing. These new steering racks, awesome. Yep. The way that Tyler's able to configure this stuff and come up with everything, it's absolutely beautiful. Okay. Now, what's coming up for BroncBuster? I can't wait. Tyler,
yeah. We got
universal brace.
The universal brace will be out here real soon. We're super excited about that, to be able to, our goal has been, all right, let's create something that goes across multiple platforms, has the ability to not only prevent any tie rod from ever breaking, success rate on that, but also be a great recovery tool. So we'll have a recovery option, which will just be one brace in a little bag that'll have inserts that you carry in your sack, and it doesn't matter who you're wheeling with, somebody breaks a tie rod, you're going to be able to help them out. So we're excited about that as well. Okay, so Bird Dog, according to Zach's video, Dana Spicer, the Ford Performance FDU with taller gear shares the same housing as the Ultimate FDU, but not the diff tube and the other items. Yes, thank you. These are why these questions are great, or these comments are great, because it refreshes memory on some of the things. Yes, it is the same housing that share the same gear sets, but then, yeah, the only difference is it did not come with the 32 spline, of course, on the driver's side, but also on the passenger side where it has the male outlet with the up tube. That's the difference. So that's all right. You can still basically get the same thing, and we can upgrade it with a really shiny piece of billet as well. So keep that in mind.
Fields.
Hey, buddy.
There you go.
Fields Day. I wish you were coming out to play with us again, man. It's always fun having somebody from San Antonio, where we live, that we will without there and come out and play. But we just saw him last week, so it's great.
I'll come join you here in a little bit, Fields. I'll be out in Texas here soon. I'll come wheel with you. We
need another time out at actually Katemsi. Let's go to Katemsi this time.
Yeah.
So great to have you on.
Right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Now that is a big point. Can you fit a set of, let's say, 513 inside of your stock M210? There are people that make it. Problem is your gear oil distribution is going to be the issue. You know, your tolerances are so tight, it generates a lot more heat when you're trying to put that in there. Heat equals lost energy, which also means more wear and tear, and, you know, a lot less, or you're going to get a lot less time out of that differential before it is no longer, you know, functioning, right? So this is our own product moving forward. We will still be offering the Tybus brand, but with our friends there at Bracken Machine, we will have a version that is our own, that has some differences that we feel will make it better. Plus, we're working on bringing the manufacturing here and bringing the prices down. So here in the near future, we'll have multiple options of portals that we'll be offering you. The ones that we'll be making there, that will be our own BroncBuster labeled product. So let's see, Justin, did I miss any others up there? Other questions? So not a lot to talk about. Amy and I, we still got I don't know, how long is it Sand Hollow from here? 4 hours? 3 hours? All right. So we still got a 3-hour drive before we go get settled in tonight to get ready for tomorrow. But if anybody on here is around, come say hi, or better yet, let us know where you're wheeling and when, and we'd love to join you on some trails. This one's not quite as fun as maybe United by Bronco, because we'll be spending a lot of time at the booth, but it's always fun to meet new people and talk to you guys and just listen to the community for sure. Yeah, we are. I think you might have missed that at the beginning, Chris. But
Chris, come on.
Of course we are. Yeah,
pay attention, Chris.
You bring your Bronco out. You buy parts from us, and I will cover your install cost. We have. Oh wait, sorry, wrong one to highlight. I'll talk about that one next. But we will have the off-road shenanigans crew. They're going to be set up over there, ready to install whatever parts you guys want. And so just a reminder, anybody that joined us late, come on out and see us. It's a good opportunity to not have to do these things yourself, right? Okay.
As long as you're wearing your knee brace, bud.
On both knees.
On both knees.
So Bird Dog, bringing BroncBuster to Supercell. Yes, absolutely. Unless Amy goes and wrecks it or something, then.
Right.
Shoot.
Come on, Amy. All right. No, that's 100% the plan.
It's more
yeah.
likely if I pilot that thing.
Now
that's why I stay out of it.
I'm still trying to talk Jory into coming to help run the booth so that I can take and go do some trails this time with you guys. Because every time in the past we were so busy running the booth, I never got to go out and do the trails. So that's my goal this time, is to have time to go out in the Smoky Mountains, the beautiful Smoky Mountains. So
we'll put Tyler out on the trails this weekend, guys. I promise.
yes. Anyways, I can't wait. Supercell East is a great time. We get to meet all of our friends back east and rub shoulders with you guys.
I'm kind of scared to meet you East Coast folk, to be honest. Just a little bit. My family's from the East Coast. Y'all freak me out, especially off-roading. It's going to be fun, guys. I can't wait.
Okay, so oh yes, so let's talk about on the clutch, the master cylinder.
Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, I see. I've got Justin in the background keeping me tabs on me too. So I'm just curious. Anybody out there in this group, or if you're watching this later, message me. I'm trying to find out if anybody else has had a failure on the master cylinder on the clutch manual transmission. You know, I've now had 4 of them. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, with the Bronco.
The Bronco, attaboy.
But you know, I've had 4 of them. We still, so Austin and I took one apart this morning. That is our last failed one. And just, if you don't know where it is, it's basically on the clutch pedal underneath the whole assembly. And it's a diaphragm that, you know, creates pressure when you go to engage the clutch, that then pushes the clutch, the pressure plate on the clutch. And yeah, I've gone through 4 of them and I'm getting sick of replacing the cylinder. Still trying to figure out what exactly is failing, but I got Austin working on that. It wasn't obvious when we pulled it apart yet. But
if anyone can figure out, it's
just,
Austin.
Yeah, Austin. just wanting to get a gauge if anybody else has that problem. So
It's nice of you to join us, Walter.
Hey, Walter.
Walter, Las Vegas, Walter. Hey, buddy. So we gotta pressure Walter into coming back out to Sand Hollow this week, since he's not that far. What do you say, Walter? Walter, you in? Come on.
I'll tell you right now. I'll beat the booth. Tyler can take down the trails.
Yes, Midwest will be represented in Tennessee. Yes, sir. We're gonna do our best, right? And
Chris, we wanted things to not break this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. If Jory brings his side by side,
something's on fire.
That I think Chris is just trying to drum up as much work as possible, right? But no, in all actuality, we're gonna have a great time. The fact that Chris has volunteered to come all the way from Texas to, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's gonna come have some fun too and ride the Broncos with us, but he is ready to do whatever work you guys need. So if you guys got parts you just want installed, great guy to do it. Him and his team, bring them out, install them, and go play a little bit. I'm not paying for those though. You got to buy the parts from us. So, and yes, Bird Dog, we're gonna let you know when we do. It's not if we're gonna do Windrock this year, because I think we'll have more of a team that can kind of split up. So we got to do Windrock. I've wanted to do it forever, and it just hasn't worked out. So looking forward to that. Oh, another little bit of excitement. So I got a message yesterday from our buddies over at Bleep and Jeep. A lot of you guys might follow them or know who they are. Super cool at Bleep and Jeep. And he just said, hey, buddy, are we going to be doing round 2 of Jeep versus Bronco out at Easter Jeep Safari? Because remember, that's coming up real soon. And what?
And are we?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. What do you mean? Are we?
Well, I mean, are you going to win? That's what.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sorry. Let me.
Absolutely.
You're gonna make sure that the Bronco prevails.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
That's
for sure.
That's the most important part.
What we're setting up right now, it's and he did say, he goes, I called and talked to him today because he was out on the trails all day yesterday. And he said, well, my plan is to be at Easter Jeep because they're on their way right now. Actually, he just showed up in Sand Hollow for Matt's off-road games. And he's considering sticking around for Easter Jeep Safari. So if he doesn't, of course, we'll have to postpone it for another time, but it's looking like he's going to. And I've already talked to Rory over at Trail Mater. Rory's going to come along too if we can make the days line up. So a lot of things still in play, but we're hoping to get Rory there. Rory's going to be my spotter on some of those obstacles, and because Rory's one of the best spotters out there. It could be a great video. We have Trail Mater, and we have Bleep and Jeep and BroncBuster and Carnage on Pritchett Canyon. So we can't wait. This is the redemption run, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right, Amy?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
You gonna be sitting shotgun this time?
No way.
I
No
will. I'll do
shotgun
it.
for
I'm in.
me.
I'm in.
And yes, Chris, when we break stuff, we make it stronger. That's the purpose of what we do in our business. Is we're not out there to just go break stuff. I mean, we know how to drive it. We know how to drive it like Walter, right?
Yeah.
So
If
come
the
on,
purpose-
Walter.
if
We know
the
how to drive it
purpose
like
was
Walter.
To just break, there would be no fun in it. Just going out to just break.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to find the problems, you fix them. It's
I mean, it's a lot of fun to just say, you know what? Normally I would back off right here, but let's throttle through it,
Yeah.
right? Let's get it. No,
if this breaks, we'll fix it.
if it breaks, we'll fix it. We've
Yeah.
gotten very good at that. I mean, I don't know. I think we talked about it last week, but from, we had Chris there helping and Jory and when I broke BroncBuster in a sandstorm, I mean, we were like in one of those movies, the Sahara Desert.
You could have removed 2 layers of rust off me with the wind and sand.
2.5
Sandblasting. It was bad.
Yeah, under 2.5 hours, and we're back on the
Yep.
road. So hey, whatever, we'll fix it. We'll break it. We'll fix it. It gives the competition something to think about and talk about, right?
Absolutely.
BroncBuster broke.
Hey, they were wrong as to why, but
Absolutely. Okay, so we are excited to. We're going to be bringing you some more stuff, like I said. So stay tuned in. We'll let you know when we're doing the next show. I'm not going to be doing it every week because it's just too hard. I want to keep the good content running for you guys. But some new stuff coming up, some big things, right?
Ron, what rollover happened last weekend? You just
I'm
It's a
like,
rollover.
yeah, come on, Ron.
come on. I mean,
There's not a might. The
better.
last time, okay, listen. The first time was bad deal. Hit my front tire full down. That was with Bleep and Jeep. We got it back right side up, and we did the entire rest of the trail. Then during that, we broke the ring and pinion, but we didn't really realize it until we were back out just a few weeks later because, and then that's when I found out, hey, I got metal in my front drive unit. So we pulled the CV axles. I'd already planned on doing Pritchett Canyon that weekend, so I wasn't going to not do it, right? And then it became, hey, can I do it in 2-wheel drive?
we're here. We might as well just do what we can.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, we did.
Hey, when you show up, Tyler, you show up and you deliver.
Yeah.
There's no questions asked. Like if you're there, you deliver.
Yeah.
Hands down, it's the best thing ever.
We got all the way to Chewy Hill before we had a problem. Yeah, I should have winched right there. But anyways, it's all good. It was fun. It's been a fun rebuild on BroncBuster, and now we just build it bigger, better, stronger.
Tinkering. I wouldn't call it rebuild.
I mean,
it's minor
yeah.
tinkering.
Amy might call it a little more than that since she hated sanding. I mean, running that. Walter can tell you all about running those sanders all the time, right? Anyways, no, it was. I enjoyed it actually. I'm kind of weird. I think I found my retirement. I'm going to just go restore old cars and Broncos because I thought it was fun doing restoration work and body work
Glutton
and
for punishment. No
paint.
big deal.
It was great. It was great. Amy, no, I think she's going to not be as a participant in that in the future.
Yeah. I've done my fair share. I'm done.
But it was fun. Anyways,
That and I might as well just draw stick figures. I'm less than useless when it comes to anything like that.
yeah. Hey, buddy, you're late, but you can go back and watch the other. We're actually just getting to wrap it up because I think we're running out of things to tell you guys about right now. But good to have you on.
And Jeep Safari booth?
Easter Jeep Safari. No, I will not be setting up a booth. Our plan at Easter Jeep Safari is we're going to be there. I'll have product there because we're going to still have our trailer and all of our stuff. We're setting up out at Bronco Nation Base Camp. So if you need something, let us know. But we go to Easter Jeep Safari to just go out and hang out with everybody that's out there. And I know there's a lot of Broncos showing up from what I can tell. Go hang out, do the trails, go get into some trouble. Maybe not. Do stuff like with Matt and, Matt's off-road recovery. It may be there with us, but they're up in the air. So anyways, we're going to go have fun but that doesn't mean we'll not be there with some stuff to help you guys out if you need it as well. So we'll have our share of extra spare parts if you guys break something, hopefully not break something, but hopefully have what you need. That's what I meant. So yes, Mike, we'll see you at Bronco Nation Base Camp. We'll have we'll be out there, I think, on that Tuesday through Saturday is our plan. So come see us, check it out. Or
I'm the Friday to Sunday guy. So.
Yeah. He's still got to work the 9 to 5 job. Amy and I, we get to do all the fun, right?
Yeah.
Travel. Yeah. And so by the time we get home from this trip, we'll be on the road for 6 weeks, which is great. But Walter, you'll have to go back and watch it again. Basically, I'll just give a brief summary. There's 2 big options on the steering rack. One is the $3,200 option that comes with a lifetime warranty, structural warranty on the housing, plug and play, has all of the reinforcements on it, 30% more power. If you decide to opt for the Bronco severe duty rack upgrade, that's no programming, no $986. So we made a lot of changes on the site to try and get rid of any of that confusion. Of course, ProCal tools needed. That option only works for the Broncos that already come Sasquatch or if it's a wild track. Everything else, their options are going to be the ultimate steering upgrade package, which comes already programmed, plug and play, everything with so that's the summary. But I know you had to work, so I'm gonna let you off and let you slide on this one. If we don't have any other questions, I think we're gonna hit the road and start driving again.
Yeah.
And but thanks guys joining. As always, we appreciate you. We can't do this without you guys and our support. And we're going to continue to keep coming up with the best products, ideas, and
have a lot of fun while doing it.
Right.
There's really nothing else to it.
Live the motto, fail fast, right? Yeah. We'll fail and we'll come up with a good idea.
Is more relevant than this the next time. Sorry. Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys. See ya.
Have fun. Have a good night.